spend my time looking at people older than me who are running quicker than me. So I'm like, are you joking? I'm in the middle of this. Like. So it's the same with life. Don't go listen to somebody who tells you he can't do anything because he's got a kid. Go look at somebody who's got 3 kids who's doing it all that you want to do.
That's actually a great way of looking at it. Switching gears for a little bit, we often hear about different races throughout the country at different events and stuff to sign up to. I haven't heard anyone talk about it in the podcast, but I do know people that have done the Antrim half marathon. On your post, you call it the second best half marathon in the world. Why?
Look, that's everybody's opinion, isn't it? Everybody likes certain ones. Like, I've gone to marathons that people said were the best in the world. I went to Berlin 5 weeks before Dublin. Berlin is the mecca of marathons, the quickest in the world, flattest course ever, best standard. I basically fell asleep for 26 minutes.
Yeah, you blew my following question. Anyway, that's
sorry. It was but the reason is I think you'll favourite ones that you do well in. I like Antrim's a great half marathon. It's brilliant. You get to run with some world class athletes. It's class. But my favourite half in anywhere is Oma, which is up the road on country back roads with cow shit on them, you know. But I like it. I've run the PBs on it. I've run well on it. They're lovely people. They organise a great race. It's like, you can't get better than this. Like.
That's fair. That's fair. Go back to Berlin for a second. And the point of the context, you got a 2 hour 26:19 in Berlin, which at the time was your PB. You had already ran Manchester that year, Cork. You done a half Antrim a couple of weeks before that, maybe Berlin, was it? If even.
Yeah, about 5 weeks. Yeah.
And then in 5 weeks' time, and a lot of people listen will know Berlin's the PB track. It's a flat track, and they'll know Dublin is not. You got that over a minute faster. Was that because you were prepped for Dublin, or you enjoyed Dublin more? But with the hills in 5 weeks to take a minute off and make that minute off your PB in 5 weeks, seems bananas to me. Like how would you explain that? You did talk about you had more in the tank. What happened?
When we went to Berlin, I was excited about it. I was excited to do it, but it was like, I don't know how to explain it. There doesn't be as good a feeling when you're away for these marathons. You've only got whoever you go with, and you're going around streets and think. It just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as special, right? It is special to be part of it. You're on the start line of Berlin, which is crazy, and you get that buzz. But you're going around streets you don't know. This sounds mad, but the concrete even feels different. Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
It just doesn't feel the same. You know, I was in a group, I was in a 225, 226 group, and there was about 50 people in it.
Wow.
And I was looking around going, this is mental, mental. And boys were getting all wired up, and someone was getting excited, and then someone else, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm not enjoying this. Now, overall, I enjoyed it, but I got over the line, it was like, oh, right, it was okay. But I just knew, I'm telling you, there is something so special about Dublin Marathon. I don't know, it's not one thing, it's probably 100 things. It's home roads, we're an hour up the road from Dublin. And I was going up random roads and streets, and there's just people from Newry just cheering you on. It's just class. Your family can come and watch it. You can sleep in your own bed the night before, eat your own breakfast. It's just, I always run well in Dublin. I love it. I love the buzz of it. I secretly enjoy the rolling hills over flat. So in my opinion, go for Dublin. Never mind these fucking fancy ones.
What do you think? What do you think of the potential change of the course that they're talking about now? Will that affect the feeling of it, do you think?
No, it's not changing. That was all a load of rubbish
talk. That's what we're saying.
No,
Whose rumour is going to take top trumps here?
No chance. And if they change it, I'm not going back. That's my favourite course.
And that is very much the feeling of everyone. It's because they know every corner. They know even those who travel to support know every corner where they're going to be to see you at different times. Now, I'm glad I'm not supporting you, Mick. I couldn't get around the city quick enough to see you at different corners. To be completely honest. After the Phoenix Park, I'll be seeing you at the finish line.